2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Game 7 of the NBN Finals. Monumental day here on Father's Day, and one of these teams is going to be the other's daddy at the end of this matchup. Same lineups we've had the previous games, and legacies are on the line today. Back-to-back, the Phoenix Suns, if they can complete this. A couple new members of their team looking for their first rings, and then LeBron James, 2 straight finals losses, looking to redeem himself in this third year that he has made it straight to the finals. It's going to be a good matchup, a lot at stake, and Phoenix is going to start here with the ball. Single commentary booth today here to end off the NBN season. Everybody's celebrating with their fathers today. As Booker takes the early three, no good. Early rebound for LeBron. And Halliburton gets it right to Garland, and we get an early foul. Going to the line for 2. Like I said, a lot at stake today. Win or go home, and one of the most highly competitive series we've had in the NBN this year. The playoffs were a lot of domination from certain teams in specific matchups, and this has been one that has truly shown that the 2 best teams in the league have made it to the precipice of our sport. Kawhi in the post right here, 4-2, that's good. Tough shot by Kawhi Leonard, and this will be a game of tough shots, ladies and gentlemen. We've seen it all series long. The team who is able to hit the most has absolutely dominated. As LeBron gets inside, that's too easy for the king, the kid from Akron. Hashtag live, laugh, love. Darius Garland is another person to watch here tonight. He has been up and down, had a good end to game 6, which is the reason we're here right now. Him and Brandon Ingram kind of picked it up there towards the end, but he's been a defensive liability for all of this series, and Phoenix has targeted him, which has led to a little bit more Herb Jones as Halliburton tries to take it, does not make it. Kawhi Leonard here throws it back to Booker. Little 2-man action from those 2 guys right here as Booker gets inside for 2. And those 2 are going to have to lead their Suns to a win today. It's going to be on the backs of them. We saw it last game. They got some unlikely contributors in John Wall, but ultimately, if they want to win a game, it's going to come at the hands of Mr. Leonard and Mr. Booker. LeBron, 4-3. No good. He was perfect last game. Starts out here with a miss. The 3-ball has been great for him this series. Don't expect him to go away from it, but he's got to hit those when they're open. It's a tough series as LeBron gets a poked ball right there. It's a tough series to get open shots, as we've talked about for a while now. So when you have them, you have to make them. Last game was a lot of tough shots, like I said earlier. So interesting to see what the coaches have schemed up today as we get an illegal screen from Booker. He got his man free, but at the cost of shuffling those feet a little bit. He's been watching some free kicks as the Euros have been going on. Garland gets it to LeBron. Another open 3. That's good. He cashes it. He has been uber efficient. Different LeBron than we saw earlier in his career, as he has really worked on that 3-point shot as he's gotten older, and ultimately makes his game more lethal as Kawhi returns the favor this time to Booker and gets an illegal screen. James with the ball right here. Early 1-point lead for Cleveland. Hartenstein back at center, has played great this series, and Kawhi in the passing lanes like a DB. Goes up, no good. Quick first foul on LeBron early in the first. and he is able to get the second one to go. Like I said, Hardenstein has been tasked with a lot this series and has done quite a great job versus Ayton. We've not seen Ayton dominate that matchup like we thought he might, unfortunately, for the Suns, as they're hoping for anything they can get when it comes to an unequal matchup. And that was the big one with Gobert being out. But nothing early. We're going to see a screen right here. LeBron's going to have to put it up late in the clock over Ayton. That's no good. Not the shot you want, as you're not able to get any separation right there. J-Dub has had a fairly good series for the second year of his career. Misses the shot right there, but he has been a key part of this Suns team as they have shifted Mikal Bridges out of the lineup, resulting in a need for another guy to step up as an option. Ingram fakes it. Doesn't really have a shot right there. Another deep possession in the clock for the Cavs. Garland gonna have to take it. Makes it. Again, another tough shot. Hand in his face. Darius Garland. Expect him to really want to have a big game right here. He struggled this series. Probably been one of the worst starters for the Cavs just due to his defensive problems. J-Dub gets inside, but LeBron recovers just too strong for the second-year man out of Santa Clara. LeBron resets right here, looking to get a little bit of pick-and-roll action. Seen a lot of off-ball screens this series to try to get shooters open, as it's very difficult to get your ISO game going with this many elite defenders on the court. Halliburton for three. That's good. Hallie has been up and down with Garland as well, which is to be expected when you're facing the level of defensive prowess on the perimeter that the Suns possess. Booker steps back, had the open lane, decided not to take it. A little bit scared right there from Booker. Not what you want to see. Takes that three. No good. Ingram with the rebound. Brandon Ingram had a great Game 6. Was able to really propel this Cavs team to Game 7 with his performance. One to be heralded, especially with how he struggled early in that game. LeBron back out here on the perimeter. Going to get that screen from Hardenstein. That's been his go-to. Gets inside. That's too easy, but misses it. Ingram for three. That is what you want to see if you're the Cavs from Brandon Ingram, as he has struggled early in games, so getting him going would be a welcome sight. Big run right here early for the Cavs, 11-2. Devin Booker steps back over Halliburton. That's good. Tough shot right there. Phoenix only down 5, even with the slow start. But this series has shown us that 9-point lead, not safe, as the firepower offensively is just as great as the defensive firepower. And we get a timeout early here by the Cavs. They want to regroup, get a little rest for their guys. Herb Jones in the game here out of that first timeout. He's had a great series, ladies and gentlemen. Puts up the midi right there and hits it. Deep in the clock. Had to put it up. Not exactly what he wanted. As you can see, 10 points a game for them in the playoffs has been great as an option off the bench, but really his defensive prowess has been what has helped them significantly. The main matchup on Booker throughout this series. Ayton whiffs a layup right there. Tough sight to see if you're the Suns. Getting deep position like that, just not able to convert. Ingram getting inside, spinning all the way. No good. Just whiffs another one. 2 back-to-back whiffed layups from both of these teams. Critical mistakes. Kawhi going to try to start something up right here. Gets inside, but got switched on to Herb Jones, which is not necessarily what he wanted, but he was able to get him up, fake, and take it. Suggs shadowing Halliburton right here. Almost makes him lose the ball. Suggs has been a great primary defender on whatever guard he's on. Halliburton trying to get some space off of that screen, off ball. LeBron, Halliburton, 2-man game. Halliburton steps back, gets inside. That's good. Again, 2 teams full of guys who are tough shot makers, and that has been the story of this series. Good defense, better offense. Ayton on the perimeter, gets inside, not able to convert, but gets the foul, gets to the line, and hopefully for Ayton, if you're the Suns, want to see him knock down both these free throws, see the ball go through the hoop. He's been a 15 and 11 player, even though he's considered the weak point in this Phoenix lineup. They still view him as a really, really valuable piece and a guy who is effective around the rim and effective on the lob. And if he could have a big game here, especially with how, I don't want to say mediocre, but just average he's been this series, it would mean a lot. Herb Jones gets the ball deep in the clock. Garland's going to have to put this up right here in his face. Darius Garland, welcome sight for the Cleveland Cavaliers. If he's hitting tough shots, you'd imagine he's going to hit his open shots too. We haven't seen a lot of switching when it comes to Garland on defense yet. Gobert in the game here early. Picks up one. We did see a 3-center rotation last game, which was interesting as initially when Gobert came back, we were just seeing some Gobert action with Hartenstein, and they decided to mix up the minutes a little bit, and it actually worked quite well. Didn't need as much Gobert as he's currently limited with that injury. And wow, Bridges almost comes in the game immediately and gets a steal on Halliburton. He's fresh now as he's coming off the bench, and they're going to take a timeout here as the Cavs are up 5. (21-16) with about under 4 here left in the first quarter. Garland getting a double screen. Thinks about putting up the lob to Gobert, and that's good. Rudy, agonizing pain, obviously. Goes up there and gets that. You can see it's affecting his ability to go up and catch that for the dunk, but he's able to get the layup right there. Gotta respect the grit from Rudy Gobert. Abdia, deep 3. That's good. Denny lifts the Suns right here as the bench squad for them has come in. Wall played fantastic last game. Really showed why the coaches trusted him to kind of take those Westbrook minutes. LeBron gets the screen. No good. Trying to get space right there. Garland puts it up. Gobert with the putback. Rudy Gobert fighting through the pain. Gets another putback. He's been the league leader in rebounds this season, but again, limited by that injury. You're not expecting a ton from him. Abdia goes up on Gobert. Could have been a foul right there, but the refs decided not to call it. Let it go. That's playoff basketball, baby. Halliburton trying to create something here on the smaller John Wall. Gets inside and gets fouled. It's going to be 2 for Cleveland as they look to extend this lead to 8. Double guy. Tyrese Halliburton, or should I say Jude Bellingham. Crazy how he got here so quick after that banger of a goal versus Serbia. Brings the lead to 8. Kawhi Leonard gets inside. Switches on to Hartenstein. Not what he wanted, a bigger defender right there. Denny going to take it to the rim here on Herb Jones. Gets inside. Kind of floated through his body almost. He's in the Matrix or something. And Bridges gets a steal. He is extending that pressure on Halliburton. Puts it up. No good, though. Probably should have kicked that back out. Herb Jones inside and one. Herb Jones has been great for the Cleveland Cavaliers here when it comes to his offense, He's out there to shadow Booker, to be a disruptive defender on the help side as well. And he has just been a lift in Cleveland's shoes here on offense. Wall initiating. Throws it to Jada right here, but he loses it. Great steal right there, and Halliburton goes inside. Is that going to be a flagrant, ladies and gentlemen? No. Tough foul, though. Refs running over, trying to dispel any chaos. Early double-digit lead right here. Halliburton's going to take his second free throw. and is able to make it. That's an 11-point lead. But like we said earlier, ladies and gentlemen, no lead safe with these two teams and the amount of firepower they have, star power they have as well. Kawhi gets the switch onto the bigger defender, gets inside, draws two guys and no good. I mean, they are just shadowing Kawhi like crazy with the doubles. Ingram gets inside for the jam. Brandon Ingram leads it up to 13 points, and this is the biggest lead we've seen in a game this early, for sure, in this series. And what a better time if you're the Cleveland Cavaliers. Bridges gets an easy dunk. Denny Avdia doing a lot right now on the court for the Phoenix Suns, one of the bright spots in what's been a rough first quarter. They have given up a lot of points. Defense has been a little bit leaky as Garland gets inside for the jam. If Darius Garland is dunking on your team, it's time to reevaluate some things going into the next quarter. Sure, Jay Walker will be giving his team an earful about letting stuff like that happen. John Wall gets inside with a spin and just no aggression from Halliburton right there. Cuts the lead to 11. They'd like to get this under double digits if they could. Look at that pressure from Mikal Bridges. Forces Halliburton to get the ball up early. Herb Jones off a screen. Takes a midi. No good. Not really what you wanted. And if you're the Cavs, you would have hoped that was a three anyways. You're going to take the last shot right here. Hold the ball. And hope to get this down to 9 or 8. John Wall takes the three. Makes the three. John Wall with a 5-point spurt right there to get this game to 8 points. Ingram heaves at the end, and we are at 36-28, ladies and gentlemen. Cleveland with the lead, 8 points. Had it up to as much as 13, and quick little run right there by Phoenix gets this back into reach. Starting second quarter right here. Starters out for both teams. Bridges stays in the game, though, as well as Avdia and Wall. J-Dub goes inside on Halliburton. No good. Tough shot right there. Not what you want. Garland trying to get back inside and does and makes it. If you're Mikal Bridges, you have to wall up a little bit better right there. Obviously not looking to foul. Kind of conceded ground after he felt like he might. Wall trying to make something happen here. And Herb Jones just disruptive on the other end. Garland goes inside. That's good as well. 2 on Bridges in a row. Back to 12. Cavs keeping this away from the Suns with LeBron on the bench. Something to be noted. They have not lost the lead with their best player not on the court. Same play run again by Phoenix, but Herb Jones covers that one even better this time. Wall's going to have to make something happen. Takes a fadeaway 3. That's good. John Wall, playoff performer. I think Troop 41's hitting it right now. Tyrese Halliburton bringing it up, but he's just getting hounded by Mikal there. Really using him more off ball right now. Get it back to him. Hartenstein's going to try to set a screen right here. Halliburton not really a dribbler and gets blocked for the shot clock violation. Great defense from the Suns right there. Cavs were trying to get something to go off ball. Were not able to. Had to get it back to Halliburton, and he just was not able to do anything. Wall trying to make something happen. The pull-up is no good. Try to go to the well again. Great block by Isaiah Hartenstein. Goes inside. No good. Ayton with the good recovery right there. Denny, no good as well. A lot of close shots being missed right now by both teams. Not a lot of action on the three-point line from either team. Trying to get down low, establish position. And Halliburton's got his switch See if he abuses it. Give it back to Herb Jones. He drives inside. No good. A lot of guys who probably shouldn't be taking shots right now taking shots. Herb switches back onto Denny, and Denny gets inside. Finally a foul here in this uber physical game.
First team foul. At the line for Phoenix, Denny Avdia.
Missed free throw here by Denny. Uncharacteristic from Mr. Avdia. 8-point lead for Phoenix. About 9 to go here in the second quarter. Run a double off ball right here for Ingram. And he gets fouled and hits it. Brandon Ingram with the 2 and the foul. Going to the line to make it 3. And Cleveland knows when Brandon Ingram has a good game, right, as their 4th option, if he has a good game, they're likely going to win. And last game was a great example of that. They got him going. He's a dynamic scorer off the ball. As the kids nowadays say, he's a hooper. He's a hooper, okay? He's not playing defense. He's really not trying to pass the ball. He's there to hoop, okay? When he does that, Cleveland has a really good shot to win, especially when he's having an efficient game. Keyword efficient. 43-32 right here for the Cavs. They have come out of the gates absolutely cooking. Wall gets inside and hits it. Looked like a piece of shit going around the toilet after some Mexican, but went in. Cavs get an early timeout right here, right after that. And really, for the Suns, we've seen a lot of the others again, keeping them in this game. That was kind of what happened last game until Booker and Kawhi started to take over, specifically Booker. They're at the end of the game, but we're going to have to see more from their stars, from some of the more important players, one would say. Larry Nance Jr. gets in here. Had a bit of a horrid game as Herb Jones not able to convert that easy layup. Bit of a horrid game, a lot of turnovers in Game 6, but they're going to trust the 3-center lineup that they have, trying to split those minutes up so that none of them get too tired. Wall trying to go back in and hits it. John Wall. I mean, what a dog. 12 points tonight, 5 for 6. He's hit some insane shots, including a 3. Ingram going to try to take that. No good. Tough shot from Brandon Ingram. Not what they want. They want him to get a little bit more space on those, but like I said, he's a hooper. He's going to take that. It's the reason Jamal Crawford doesn't have any rings. Okay, John Wall gets inside. Another one. The Euro. Ooh, ooh. Hits it back and forth. Nodding to his teammate Westbrook on the bench. Showing him respect. Using his Euro celebration. LeBron here at the top of the key. He's going to have to get going here, as they've kind of hit a roadblock. Larry Nance cuts inside. Good cut from Larry Nance, and that's what he's got to do. He's not going to score on his own. Needs to cut at the opportune times for the Cavs and hope somebody finds him. Inside to Aiden. Gets stopped by Larry Nance. Great defense right there on the pick and roll coverage. Larry Nance providing some valuable minutes right now. See if he can keep it up. Garland to LeBron. LeBron's trying to get some space over there on Denny. Has the mismatch, but they're going to look for a screen right here. Garland pulls up from the mid-range. LeBron for the jam. The putback from the kid from Akron. The savior of Cleveland. Gets the jam. Wall gets open right here. Pull up. No good. LeBron gets the rebound. John Wall finally misses a shot. Larry Nance for the 2, for the jam. Larry Nance flying around the court right now. 49-38. He's providing some really great minutes right now. A little bit more athletic, a little bit more of a dunker in that spot with an injured Gobert and Hartenstein. Suns going to call a timeout as they look things over on the bench. And if you're the Cavs, you're feeling great right now, but you cannot take your foot off the gas. High-powered Suns offense. Booker and Kawhi have been out of the game for a majority of this second quarter, but Booker is actually going to check back in right now, and I believe Kawhi is as well. So you've got the stars back out here for both teams. Halliburton, the only exception. Bridges for 3. That's good. They needed that. Needed that to stay in this game. It was starting to slip away right there. Bridges hits a clutch 3. Phoenix trying to cheer their team on right here. Would be a big win for Cleveland on the road. 2 straight. Been hard to notch 2 straight wins together. As LeBron takes it. Not able to make it. Denny with a tough rebound for the outstretched arms of Larry Nance. Booker's got the mismatch on Garland. They opt for a screen, though. 4-3. Devin Booker. No good. Larry Nance gets that rebound. Going to let Ingram initiate a little bit right here. But give it back to Garland. He does have Booker on him, which is a little bit more favorable than Bridges. Herb Jones deciding to try to get physical. And Bridges just flops. Just falls down. Thought this was NBN basketball, not the Euros. Insane from Bridges right there. Got to consider maybe taking him off the court for something like that. Larry Nance Jr. running down the break. Hits LeBron. LeBron's got the mismatch on Booker. No good. Booker picks up his 3rd. Something to keep an eye on. Devin Booker has been the go-to guy at the end of these games. And if they're going to want to win, they're going to need him to stay in the game. 11-point lead right here. LeBron going to try to convert his 2nd free throw. And able to hit it. 12-point lead for the Cavs as we've got about 5 to go here. Herb Jones covering Booker again, trying to frustrate him, trying to zap that energy. LeBron on Kawhi. Kawhi gets in for the easy lay. Just disregarded King James right there. Double-digit game. Ingram at the top of the key. They've tried to get him some off-ball action. Spins on Booker. Gets inside. That's good, Brandon Ingram. The bank is absolutely open for Ingram. One of his best seasons he's had, especially on a team this good. 23 a game. Brandon Ingram obviously in the finals 2 years ago. Booker gets fouled. No good, though. He's going to line for 3 free throws. Definitely an interesting link here in the history of LeBron and Ingram. Obviously, we're the teammates in that finals 2 years ago against Atlanta. We're not able to get it done then. Looking to be able to get it done now, but this time in a different city here with the Cavs. LeBron gets the rebound off the miss. Going to try to run a little bit of fast break right here. Decides to pull it back out. Off-ball action happening on the opposite side of the court. Gobert with the screen. LeBron gets inside. Gobert has position. Puts it back up but misses. Have to wonder if that arm's affecting him. Denny inside. Gets the foul from Herb Jones, and that's 2 quick ones for Herb. Not what you want to see, as he's been a crucial part defending the Suns at the end of these games. Denny misses another free throw. He's been struggling at the line this game. Tyrese Halliburton looking to make something happen for the Cavs. Off-ball action. Good switching from the Suns. No good for Tyrese Halliburton right there. 55-47. Suns have made a little bit of a push. Suggs wide open. That's good. Defensive mishaps from the Cavs. And here we go. Phoenix is crawling back into the game. Only down 5. LeBron is going to look to exert his dominance right here. Hits the shot, Brandon Ingram. Jeez Louise. A bad time switch from the Suns left Ingram open. And then Denny recovers. Actually got a decent contest, but ended up hitting Ingram. That's his second one of that kind. Brandon Ingram completes the and one. Another defensive mishap. Gobert got caught sleeping. Phoenix, a top 5 team in assists. They move that ball very well, just like the Cavs do. LeBron thinks about it, decides not to take it with a defender such as Kawhi on him. Screen from Gobert. LeBron takes the three. Deep. Hits it. LeBron James. Cash. From three. 61-52. The Cavs are matching right now. Phoenix crawls back into the game. Cavs hit a couple shots in a row to get it back to that double-digit area. Phoenix is going to need some stops. Suggs trying to get something going here. Goes up and around with the acrobatic layup. Circus shot from Jalen Suggs to get a hard two. Just seen a lack of defense from both teams, really, resulting in sky-high field goal percentages. Deep screen right there for LeBron, and that's no good. Ayton drops in coverage as LeBron has had a rough shooting game, really. 4 for 10. Has been able to get to the line, though. Ingram, no good on the defense. Recovered there, but Booker with the fading shot able to recalibrate and hit. Back to 5 here with about 1:30 to go. LeBron working. Trying to dice up the lane. Ingram fading. No good. Kawhi gets the rebound. Those are the stops that Phoenix was looking for. Dish it inside to Booker for 2 on the jam. Devin Booker with 12 tonight. LeBron tries to make the deep pass inside on the fast break. No good. Booker goes inside. No foul, but hits it anyways. What an insane shot from Devin Booker. Just throws it up there. Expected to get a foul. No foul from the refs. They say play on, but Booker hits it anyways. LeBron loses his dribble. Back to Herb Jones. Herb needs to get this in someone else's hands. Throws it to Halliburton. He's got Bridges on him, though. Going to be tough to separate from him. Hits LeBron in the corner. 4-3. No good. Suns can take the lead. They have not had the lead almost all game except for the very beginning. Ayton thought about it. You could tell. Picking that fumble up is a fat dude's dream. If you ever played football, you know that. Kawhi at the top of the key. Hits Bridges. About an 8-second difference in the clock. And over the outstretched hands of Gobert, Phoenix takes the lead with 9 seconds to go. Able to complete their comeback. Halliburton getting hounded. He's going to have to put it up here. Deep shot. No good. And we're going into the half with the lead going to Phoenix. Massive momentum swing, ladies and gentlemen. Cavs just not able to get any offense going here at the end of the second quarter. And it results in a great comeback from Phoenix. 61-62 heading into the third. Second half starting here, ladies and gentlemen, the final game of the season. I'd like to wish everybody a happy Father's Day here in the NBN. You know, whether you have kids, whether you have other grown men that look up to you in your life. There's a lot of those in this league. Wish your father a happy Father's Day today. Don't take it for granted. 62-61 as we start the third quarter. And a early illegal screen from Isaiah Hartenstein. That's going to be his second. Cavs already off to a bad start here in the third quarter, hoping that they could turn the momentum around. But Suns will start with the ball here on offense. Booker feels like he has a mismatch and not able to convert. Halliburton gets the stop. and just then gets the charging foul. Tyrese gives it right back. 2 straight turnovers for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Like you saw earlier, 3-minute drought scoring-wise for the Cavs. Kawhi gets in the lane and hits it. We've seen a lot of tough shots today. Refs letting them play, and as a result, we've seen some crazy, insane shots. Regular season, that could be an and one. LeBron dealing on Kawhi. In his bag, gets inside. That's good. LeBron James, tough shot over DeAndre Ayton. You can see from the Suns, they do not want to foul. They are not being as physical necessarily, hoping to keep some of their guys out of foul trouble. Booker, like we noted earlier, already has 3. Double on Kawhi. J-Dub gets open off that and almost hits. It rattles out. Halliburton gets inside on Suggs, and wow, tough foul. That was just going to be a common, but man, they are being rough with Hallie when he gets into the lane. He's had a couple of those this series where he gets into that painted area and gets assaulted. Kind of the way Nelson probably assaults hot dogs at Georgia football games. 65-64. Booker misses the 2. Ingram to LeBron on the fast break right here. They're trying to get something going. Halliburton was open, but throws it right back to LeBron. Hardenstein working out of the top of the key. They throw it to Garland in the corner. A lot of ball movement here from the Cavs, trying to get something, anything. Ingram pulls up off the screen. That's good. Brandon Ingram, a welcome sight to see for the Cavaliers. 15 points. He has been a rock this game for them. Hitting a lot of tough shots, converted 2 and 1s earlier. Might I add, from the mid-range. Hartenstein with a grab. Looking like a D tackle out there, batting the ball. Halliburton to Ingram, finds him in the corner for 3. Almost converted his 3rd of that nature. They are trying to close out hard on Brandon Ingram, and as a result, have fouled him 3 times. Ingram will get 3 right here to try to extend this to 6. And what a series this has been. We've seen some teams pull away in certain games, but for the most part, a very close competitive finals, even more so than last year. And interesting to say, but no Kawhi Leonard last year. Suns win in 6. But what has really made the difference, and you can tell, the additions of Hartenstein getting a lot better, and Brandon Ingram has been a difference maker. Complete game changer when it comes to their 5th starter. Obviously, having Klay Thompson last season, Ingram is a much more effective creator on his own. Booker. Halliburton shading him right now, which Herb Jones out of the game. Pulls up in his face. No good. Hartenstein, good rebound. A lot of tough shots from Phoenix again. LeBron gets inside. Has Ayton on him. Thinks about it. Decides not to take it. Garland, quiet since that early first quarter spurt. No good. Hartenstein with the clutch rebound. Hits LeBron for 3. That's contested. No good. Hartenstein again. Beast on the boards. Isaiah Hartenstein. (72-64). Suns going to get a time out right here. As the great Chris Smoove would say, they need a timeout. 72-64. Cavs looking to regain that double-digit lead they had. They had a nice cushion. Suns were able to respond, as they have for most of this series. Sucks on the perimeter. Trying to get something going here. Throws it out to Ayton. A rare 3. No good. Not what you were looking for if you're the Suns. But he ends up taking it. Like I said, he was thinking about it earlier. I'm a great predictor of things. Asked me if you should take Taylor Hendricks at 5. I'd probably tell you no. Halliburton out here on the perimeter. LeBron looking to make something happen with Kawhi on him. Great defense by Kawhi, but then a blocking foul. Almost looked like a charge, but the refs say no mas when it comes to LeBron's crying gimmicks. Aiden thought about it again. Hits Jalen Williams on the cut. That was something they had successfully working in Game 6, and ultimately they kind of strayed away from it, not hitting the cutter as much this game. Halliburton with the screen from LeBron, gets inside, spin move, half spin actually. LeBron for three, pick and pop. That's good. LeBron James for three. 14-2 run for the city of Cleveland. Those rivers are going to be on fire by the end of tonight. Not from the gasoline, but from all the trash and dead fish. Trying to work out of the post right here. Ayton throws it to Suggs. You would theoretically think he has the mismatch maybe, and hits it over Halliburton, who is a little bit of a weaker defender. 3 for 3 for Suggs. He's having a good game. 7 and 4 is about what they expect out of him. Gobert gets it back to LeBron there, working out of LBJ. Frequently a dime from LeBron. Magic-esque. LeBron James hits Herb on that cut, and Herb Jones has made a living this series off of those cuts. LeBron covering Kawhi closely. And this lineup in the game right now, defensively monstrous for the Cavs, as both of the Suns' best players being defended by two of the best perimeter defenders by the Cavs. And Ayton gets a timely rebound right there. Gobert messing with his arm, but it doesn't really matter. Nobody cares, as Ayton gets the rebound and gonna go up for a and one. Able to hit that free throw right there. Lead cut down to 6. Got about 6 remaining here in the third. Not a super high scoring half right now for Phoenix. 3 seconds. Don't see that frequently. I've seen it called this series a little bit. Herb Jones just got caught watching. There's some good Cougars in Phoenix. Maybe he saw one in the crowd. Booker for 3. That's good. Devin Booker. Timely 3. He's been quiet lately. Able to hit that, and they needed that. Almost a steal right there. Gobert is able to get the ball. Cavs call a timeout. They decide to regroup. They've lost their lead. It's down to 3. And LeBron trying to instruct some knowledge on his teammates. Got a minute timeout here for Cleveland to regroup and figure out what they want to do for the rest of this game. It's been very, very back and forth. Cleveland really has not lost their lead except for that point in the end of the half, but have been able to kind of keep a 7-point distance or so for the majority of this game. And again, doesn't matter what you do in the third. It doesn't matter what you do in the second. It doesn't matter what you do in the first. It doesn't even matter what you do in the first 6 minutes of the fourth. It matters what you do in the last 2 minutes of the game. We've got about half of this quarter remaining. LeBron just loses the ball, a rare mistake. Inside. Ayton and 1. Tough bucket for DeAndre Ayton. he's able to convert it. He's had 2 really great and ones, and we talked about the Suns wanting him to show up this game. He's had a really solid game for the Suns here in Game 7. Foul from J-Dub. That's his 3rd. Nobody really in foul trouble like Ingram was last game with 5 in the 3rd. A couple guys with 3, something to keep an eye on. Garland, deep 3. No good. Hartenstein on the boards. Not able to convert. Could have used that. Almost gets a steal right there. Aiden picks it up. Suggs. Trying to catch someone sleeping. He decided to run a pick and roll right here. He pulls up. In his face. Kissed him on the mouth. Field goal percentage rising here for the Suns as they reclaim the lead. The first time since the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Double off-ball screen for Herb Jones. Not able to hit it. Hartenstein gets inside again and hits this time. He's got to convert those putbacks. That's easy points for Cleveland, and they can use that off those misses. This defensive lineup has stayed out here for a while for Cleveland, and they're content with having Herb in the game. Despite the occasional offensive mishap, he has been huge on Booker, limiting his effectiveness. Ingram switches, and they foul Kawhi. That's LeBron's 3rd. Gets a little upset about that one. High game right now with 4:22 left. Suns continue to punch back. Heavyweight fight right here, ladies and gentlemen. It doesn't get better than this. One of the most competitive NBN finals we've seen in our lifetimes. If you have a 5-year-old kid in their lifetimes as well. 79-79. And these 2 teams are loaded with star power. We've seen it throughout this series. Every game, a different guy is the player of the game. I mean, it is just back and forth. Last game, it was LeBron. In a pivotal Game 6. Game 5, we saw Booker just absolutely torch Cleveland. It's been a who's who. Kawhi knocks down the 2nd free throw. 81-79. Ingram catches it in an awkward position right there. They get it back to Garland. He's going to get inside, take a tough jump shot, and hit. Darius Garland having a decent game for himself. 14 points, plus minus a 16. He's been effective on the court, and that's the big thing for Cleveland. He was getting cooked last game on defense. They haven't really targeted him as much, though. Not putting him in a lot of switches. Suggs going to get the ball. Try to correct that assertion I just made, but Hartenstein with the block. Great defense right there. Deep in the clock. Suggs going to have to put it back up. And does. Great defense by Garland, not fouling. Fast break being run here. Not able to find anyone deep on a pass. LeBron, top of the key. To Brandon Ingram. Ingram, thought about it. Turns around, pulls up. That's good. Brandon Ingram. Brandon Ingram has been so solid this game. And if the Cavs win this, you have to look at that Klay Thompson trade, right? Cavs decided we want to go out. We're going to get a difference maker wing. Traded Maxey and Klay Thompson to the Pelicans in order to go get Brandon Ingram, and it is paying dividends right now. Bridges back in the game. Wall back in the game. Shoots a 3. No good. John Wall was the reason that Phoenix is probably even still in the game right now. Earlier, it's cooled off a little bit now. Ingram, step back. Thought about it. Decides not to take it out even though he had the Wall mismatch. Garland steps back for 3 in the face of Denny. No good. Hartenstein hits the putback layup. Chairman of the boards, Isaiah Hartenstein. Booker, Herb Jones covering him. LeBron gets the recovery on Kawhi. Wow. Great defense. Kawhi was kind of open, though. Herb Jones, bank is open, baby. First bank of Cleveland, Ohio is open right now in Phoenix. new branch. John Wall initiating right here. Thought about a crazy pull-up. Some more role players out here with the 2 stars. They get an off-ball screen for Wall. He hits it. John Wall with a 3. I mean, he has been crazy good. Super aggressive. Probably one of the most aggressive guys off the bench. Denny has been pretty aggressive too. Him and Denny have been really bright spots for this Suns team, as they've hit some rough patches and have struggled. Ingram! Oh my goodness! He sent that man to the Shadow Realm. Send him all the way back to Israel. That was disgusting. Brandon Ingram breaks Denny Avdia's ankles. Puts him in the blender. Made latkes out of that man. Bridges to Wall in the corner. They're going to try to recover right here. Down by 5. John Wall going to try to get something going. Throws it back to Denny. 2-man game right here. Booker for 3. No good. Hardenstein gets the rebound. Cavs trying to push. LeBron actually decides kind of to bring it out here. Going to run some clock. Garland for 3. In his face. No good. Hardenstein again. Inside it. It won. Isaiah Hardenstein with the disgusting ferocity on the boards. Misses the rebound though. Or excuse me, the free throw. Suns going to try to get something going here at the end of the half. They do not want to go down double digits again going into the 4th. Wall inside. That's good. John Wall keeping the Suns' hopes and dreams of a back-to-back title alive. We misquoted last stream. We said he was a champion already. He was not. He was with the Wizards. He was in poverty last season, ladies and gentlemen. He's looking to get to the promised land. Ingram, half spin. In Denny's face. That's good. Brandon Ingram, disgusting. He's been on fire in the 3rd quarter right now. Last shot likely of the quarter for the Suns. Booker takes a 3. No good. Cavs actually get the ball back. Devin Booker just not paying attention to the clock. Garland all the way gets fouled. Another tough foul by the Suns. They're being physical. If you get to the rim, they're going to foul you. It's going to be a tough foul. Garland hits the first one. Him and Ingram have been so key tonight. 2 dudes who struggled at certain points in the series, really showing their worth here in Game 7. Hits the 2nd free throw. Cavs up 9. Booker going to try to get something up here likely. 2 seconds left. Has to launch a deep 3. No good. Over the rim, and Cavs exert the lead back to 9 as we go into the 4th quarter. John Wall, really the only Sun there at the end who was doing anything, as we see the nasty step back. Kissed him and told him good night as he hit that step back midi jumper. Hezzy Jimbo pull up, as certain dudes with bad hair say. 9-point lead for the Cavs. And as Bruce or Ari Mel, I don't know, one of those dudes in UFC would say, this is the championship round. This is where legends are made. The 4th quarter of Game 7. This is where legacies are defined. Suggs gets inside, reverse. That's his 2nd of the game. Acrobatic in nature. Jalen Suggs gets it back to 7. LeBron James in the game right here. It'll be interesting to see if he plays the whole quarter. I imagine so. Trying to get championship number 5. Denny with his 3rd right there. They've kept him in the game. He and Wall have been very effective. But Wall obviously not in the game. They take him out. Gobert back in. LeBron pull up. Hezzy Jimbo. No good. Wide open shot for LeBron. Not able to convert. Middies are not really his game as much anymore. Bridges thought about it. Does not take it. J-Dub to Denny. He's going to try to get inside on Gobert. Gobert. Great defense. That is the defensive player of the year multiple times. To LeBron. No good. Great defense from Mikal Bridges on the fast break. Doesn't foul. Is able to get a stop on one of the hardest hitters in the league in LeBron James when he's coming full speed at you on the fast break. What a lob from Mikal Bridges, but no good. Jalen Suggs just whiffs that one. Herb Jones inside takes J-Dub to task, but no conversion. Great defense right there. Into Suggs. LeBron recovers. Man, we've had a lot of whiff layups here early. Teams moving fast. A little chaotic right here early in the fourth. LeBron. Could tell he was thinking about that three. LeBron inside with the double clutch. Got the cut, and Hallie finds him. Those two have a great connection. LeBron, not a ton of scoring tonight, but he's been everywhere on defense, really making his presence known, as well as his passing prowess. Kawhi for three. No good. They needed that. That would have been nice. Garland gets to the rim for the jam. Darius Garland making himself known. 18 points tonight, and he has gotten to the paint more than we've seen all series long. Mikal running around, trying to get open. Denny for three. He's open for that. He hits it. Denny Avdia for three. Suns were starting to fade right there, but once again, the others helping them stay in the game. Garland gets the ball back. He's been on a heater. Hallie hits Herb Jones for the jam. Another cut. This Suns defense is just getting caught sleeping. For whatever reason, they are not catching these cuts right now. Something that they were able to eliminate and something they were doing really well has now turned in Cleveland's favor. Kawhi inside, loses his dribble, still goes up, and gets the foul. That's LeBron's fourth. Something to watch. Something to watch, ladies and gentlemen, if this game gets deep into maybe an overtime period or something of that nature. Luckily for King James right there, this wasn't an and one as Gobert came over to block it on the continuation. 8-point game right now. Phoenix keeping this within single digits, and that's what they're going to need to do to give themselves a chance. They let this get high up enough, it'll be too much. Ingram spinning, pirouetting, like a ballerina out there, and misses. Great defense right there from the Suns. Booker inside to Leonard, and that's going to be a goaltending by LeBron. Down to 6. Great passing from the Suns right here. They were getting a little stagnant earlier, but have started moving the ball a little bit more, especially on fast. Hartenstein trying to get something on Ayton. Goes up, no good, and then Ayton reaches out over him. Great possession right there by DeAndre Ayton. Hartenstein trying to do a little too much. Got to get it into your star's hands. The switch. 2. J-Dub. No good. Tough miss. They finally got a wide open 3, and he is not able to convert. Break there for the Cavaliers. Herb Jones gets inside and puts up a tough shot and hits it. What did I say? That branch of the bank just opened up recently. 95-103. Cleveland gets it back to 8. The Stars likely going to shine here as Booker hits a deep 2. Gets it back to 6. Trading blows right here. Punch after punch. LeBron almost and ends up getting it back. Wow. That would have been costly for the Cavs. Now they're deep in the clock. They're going to have to make something happen here quick. Ingram. Deep 3. No good. But Hartenstein getting grabbed. Hook shot. Oh my goodness. Is that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar? Kareem sighting in Phoenix. The slightly lighter Kareem. Not white Kareem. As Hartenstein with a just gutsy play right there. Was getting grabbed by Ayton. No foul call. And then takes it and makes it. Oh my goodness. Illegal screen from DeAndre Ayton. After Booker hits the 3, that would have equalized it down to 5. Costly mistake. Cannot do that if you're DeAndre Ayton. Back-to-back mistakes by him. Ingram with the ball right here. They get it into LeBron in the post. He's going to try to work. That fader, no good. Great defense from Kawhi. Suns need a basket right here. Get this back down to 6, ideally. J-Dub inside. No good, but gets to the line, stops the clock. I'm trying to get this to 6. And does. Back down to 6. $105.99. Herb Jones. Gas has been defending Devin Booker virtually all game. Throws it to Garland. He got open right there. And hits Darius Garland. The game of his life, ladies and gentlemen. I cannot believe this, especially with the adversity he has faced this series. He is playing great. 108.99. Every time Phoenix gets a little ground, Cleveland makes it back up. Tough shot from Kawhi. Gets it back to 7. Phoenix hanging around. They're going to need more out of their 2 stars. Garland gets around Booker, gets inside, thought about it, gives it to Hartenstein. They throw it back out. Didn't really have anything right there. They're going to call for the pick and roll action. LeBron, pull up midi. That's no good. Hartenstein gets the rebound and then misses. Just no moves. I mean, bro has no bag. What are you doing? Got to do something. Drop step, fake, anything. Kawhi, wide open for midi. He's automatic from right there. Robotic. Kawhi Leonard. Forward out of San Diego State University. And J-Dub gets the steal. Just a lazy pass from Hartenstein. Suns trying to develop something right here. Kawhi gets inside. Over LeBron. No good. And we're going to get a loose ball foul on Ayton. He has been making some costly mistakes here. And with that, are we going to see Herb Jones go to the bench? We are. So last game, we saw Herb Jones staying late. But Garland has played so well, it's tough to take him out right now. Halliburton with the jam. What a great passing display tonight from the Cleveland Cavaliers. They've been hitting the cuts better than any game this series. By far. 7-point lead now. Booker got open for 3. Need that. Hits it. 4-point game. With 4 left, and it feels like we're in the last 2 minutes, but we still have 4 to go. A lot of time left. Garland gets inside, step back, thinks about it. Wow, Darius Garland left that man in Kentucky with that pump fake and the up. Leonard trying to make something happen. He's gassed right now, you can tell. Miss J-Dub on the kickback right there. They give it to Williams. Gets the screen from Ayton. Gets inside. Step back. Hartenstein with the block, and that was clutch. They needed that. Ingram trying to work. J-Dub has had a rough game, especially considering he had 27 just a couple games ago. Ingram. Bank is open, ladies and gentlemen. He is feasting right now on that matchup with the height advantage. Field goal percentages have evened out, but we've seen more threes from this Cavs team this game, as Garland has been leading that. Ayton inside, has to put it up, gets fouled. He's going to the line. 4th on Hartenstein. Ayton was about to get 3 seconds there. He has had a double-double this game, but has made some costly mistakes. Is able to convert on the second, and we're back to 6. They're in striking distance, ladies and gentlemen. This is as close as it could get at any moment. Suns could hit a couple threes, go on a heater right here, and we've got a tie game again. But they just not have been able to break that seal as the the Cavs have responded every time. Ingram, pull up, midi. No good, but LeBron with the jam. Insane athleticism, turning back the clock. He's just a kid from Akron, ladies and gentlemen. and he just got a putback in one of the biggest games of his life, trying to bring the second championship to the city of Cleveland, Ohio. 8-point lead. Brandon Ingram is our player of the game here, as he has been absolutely a dog on the ball. And like I said earlier, he's a hooper, okay? None of this defense, none of this ticky-tack passing. He's a hooper. So when it's on, it's on. And he's a difference maker. Booker, tough shot. Hallie walls up. Gets it to LeBron. He goes inside on Leonard. No good. Kawhi gets the rebound. LeBron had a tough layup right there. Inside to Aiden for the jam, and this is back to 6. Everybody is absolutely gassed, ladies and gentlemen, with under 2 minutes to go. 2 minutes to dose. Halliburton inside to LeBron. He's going to try to work here. Might see a fade. Spins inside. Going to have to put it up, or he's going to get 3 seconds. No good. LeBron probably lobbying for a foul. Not going to get it. Bridges inside. Gets fouled. And one. Mikal Bridges. Oh my goodness. They needed that more than I need a mentally ill woman. Oh my goodness. He's going to try to equalize this to 1 possession. They have not been within 1 possession in almost an entire quarter, ladies and gentlemen. Crucial free throw right here. He hits it. 113 to 116. And as the great Chris Smoove would say, they need a timeout. 139 to go here. This is where legacies are made, ladies and gentlemen. The championship round, truly so much at stake here, and one of the biggest games we've ever seen in the NBN, one of the most competitive for sure here in the finals. LeBron inside, what a lay, switches to the left. Irving-esque Julius, the doctor almost. Is that sacrilegious to say? 9 for 24. Not the greatest shooting game from LeBron, but he has come through when it counted most. A steal from Herb Jones. Wow. The defensive all-caliber player from Alabama gets a steal to LeBron with the 2. Bullies his way inside. Oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen. The Cavs have went on a heater here. Right as Mikal Bridges responded, we just saw the Cavs come back. Booker, step back. That's good. Devin Booker, they needed that. 1 minute left here. 1 minute. That's right, 1 minute and approximately 7 seconds. Cavs trying to ice the game. Phoenix needs a stop. LeBron inside. They give it back. Great defense from Kawhi. Kawhi on the fast break. With jam. Mamma mia. Oh my goodness. We're back to 1 possession with 51 seconds left. This is truly as close as it can get. The Cavs need a bucket right here if they want to ice it. LeBron trying to go inside on Kawhi. Kicks it back out. And that's a steal. Costly turnover from LeBron. 120-117. Kawhi thought about it. They're going to reset right here. They've got time. Devin Booker. Top of the key. Bridges shoots the midi. Hits it. That was a 2, though. That was a 2. It was a 2. They needed a 3, but they'll take it. They'll take anything. Buckets have been hard to come by this game, and Mikal Bridges hits the deep 2. Hits the deep 2, ladies and gentlemen. No Marv Albert. I would call that. That was a 2. Cavs have the ball. There's a 4-second difference. We will see if the Suns elect to foul. They decide not to. They're going to play it. They have a timeout. They have a timeout. They can advance the ball with a stop. Cleveland surely will try to run the clock out right here. Fans going insane. It's deafening in here, ladies and gentlemen. Halliburton, it's getting late. LeBron in the post. Turnaround. Fade away. No good. Hartenstein. Rebound. Back out to Halliburton. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And we have 2.3 left, and they're not in the bonus yet. They're not in the bonus. This is going to have to be an immediate foul from the Suns. Any seconds off the clock. 1.2. Oh my goodness. 1.1 left on the clock. Into the bonus goes The Cleveland Cavaliers, ladies and gentlemen, Halliburton with the biggest 2 free throws of his life makes the first. Phoenix still has a timeout. This has to be immediate. Immediate call right here if this is a rebound, but he hits it. Timeout by the Suns. And let's let this timeout play. Let's let the suspense build. We're going to take this whole, no commercial break. We're going to take this whole timeout to build what is on the line here. Ladies and gentlemen, a 3 sends us to OT, a miss, and LeBron James has claimed his 5th title. Ladies and gentlemen, Halliburton and Garland, their first. Brandon Ingram redeems himself from a finals of 2 years ago and is able to doubt the naysayers. A 3, like I said, sends us to OT. Sends us to OT where who knows what can happen. We're at home for the Suns. This could be big time if they can make it to OT. The momentum it could bring them. They're likely to look for Booker, Kawhi. Mikal Bridges hit a big shot earlier. Certainly looking for that. But man, think about what this would mean to a guy like Isaiah Hartenstein. Gets told at the beginning of this finals he will have to step up, play big minutes the rest of the series. And what did we see in that last possession? A crucial rebound. A miss from the Cavaliers off a LeBron turnaround. Hartenstein gets the rebound and is able to get this to a 3-point lead. Ladies and gentlemen, Cavs secured themselves at least to OT with that rebound. And we are down to the final shot. It's OT, or it's the Cavs' second championship and the 5th for what might be the greatest player of all time. Booker, deep 3. No good. The Cavaliers do it. They win their second championship since 2016, the 5th for LeBron James. And a legacy-defining ship for a franchise that has been at it for the last 4 years. Heartbreak last year. They couldn't get it done against a half-strength Suns team. Heartbreaking. They go out. They go acquire Brandon Ingram. They go get Isaiah Hartenstein, a fucking good trainer. And what do? They come back to the finals against all adversity. Rudy Gobert, their starting center, is out with an injury. He comes back. Gutsy comes back. LeBron, great series. And then Brandon Ingram with these 2 last games showed why he was worth his weight in gold. Being traded for Maxey along with other assets. This has been an absolute magical run for the Cavaliers, and they're able to face their demons, some would say, and capture their second championship as we see the group of victors with the gold, and LeBron gets another Finals MVP, and holy shit, we brought Bill Russell back from the dead. Anything can happen in the NBN, baby. We see the victors with the champagne and Halliburton, a lame like we expected with Gatorade. Hartenstein deserves that. Absolutely deserves that. Herb Jones as well. What a big part of this game for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Absolutely cannot believe it. This team has been on a journey the last 2 to 3 years. LeBron came home again after a stint with the Pelicans, and he fulfills the prophecy a second time. And who knows what's after this. Finals MVP, shot 50% from 3, one of his best shooting series of all time, and was absolutely dominant on defense. I mean, his fatigue is sluggish, and I wouldn't believe it any other way. Tough game from some of the others on the Suns. Booker had a decent game. Kawhi, decent game. Wall was really the difference maker and why they were able to keep it close. Bridges had a decent game as well. And then as you can see on the Cavaliers, 26 from Brandon Ingram, 10 from Hartenstein. Herb Jones had another decent game. Halliburton, not anything crazy. And then Garland as well. Responded to the hate from the last game, calls for him to be benched, and he comes back with 23 on 9 of 15 shooting. Absolutely a game changer here, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to thank you for watching this installment of the NBN, specifically the finals here, as we sign off from another once great season with our 3rd different champion in 3 years. Never in a better place This is Johnny calling what some are saying is the greatest game of our lifetime here. 122-119. Your Cleveland Cavaliers are once again a city of champions. We will see you next season, and good night.